Bullish. My neighbor Alice cost expectations range somewhere in the range of $7.79 and $14.71 by 2030. Market experts accept Alice could reach $6.06 by 2025. Bearish. My neighbor Alice market cost expectation for 2023 is $1.38. My neighbor Alice presentation. My neighbor Alice is an exceptional game in view of blockchain, in which members who are not crypto locals cooperate to construct, make, and play. A game presents blockchain components that are charming and open for gamers who know nothing about NFTs. This video makes sense of what Alice is, the value of its token in the crypto market, crucial and specialized examination, pointers for neighbor Alice market cost, normal exchanging value, neighbor Alice value expectations, and normal estimate cost. What is my neighbor Alice? By empowering gamers to collaborate, talk, and associate with different players and clients, my neighbor Alice further develops the total gaming experience. In this astonishing game, players can fabricate their symbols and associate with different players, utilizing them to find out about Alice's environmental elements. Alice's environment's different virtual islands are parted into a few land plots. These plots are addressed by NFTs, which players can use to adjust the geography, assemble new fixes, and enhance their in-game properties. The game likewise has a plot that players progress through by finishing targets. What are the purposes for Alice tokens? Coming up next are a portion of the purposes for the My Neighbor Alice token. Purchase in-game things. Alice is a virtual cash that can be utilized in the market to buy in-game merchandise and symbols. NFTs. Game exercises. Partake in different in-game exercises, like rivalries, to win Alice tokens. Marking. The Alice token can be used in the framework to acquire marking payouts. It fools clients into putting away tokens and putting resources into the organization. Administration is decentralized through the local area affiliation, which concludes how assets are spent and the way that the game is created and extended. Token holders might have the option to partake in the decentralized administration process. What might my neighbor Alice do for me with my funds? The connection between members as they maintain my neighbor Alice's business prompts a few lucrative open doors, as will be examined underneath. Purchase. Sell. Creatures are outstanding NFTs ready to make new things from previous ones. Every creature has unmistakable abilities to reproduce, some of which are more surprising than others, making them more important on the lookout and, surprisingly, ready to become exceptional products. Fill in for other players' undertakings. On the off chance that you yet own no creatures and land, you could possibly land your most memorable position and begin bringing in cash. They could require your assistance with their domesticated animals and yields. You can help as an overseer for creatures and land by giving them the consideration, love, food, and water they need. The land additionally should be watered and cared for, since very much kept up with property delivers more harvests. And all around kept up with creatures are better at imitating. The landowner esteems this participation. Sending out materials. You can go through numerous nations with various players, giving an astounding encounter. You'll meet new players and visit their furnishings, animals, manifestations, and homesteads. Assuming you're lucky, you will find things that are less expensive in one spot than in another. You can turn into a dealer and buy and offer products all through the globe to bring in cash. My neighbor Alice current cost. My neighbor Alice is at present worth $1.73 USD. Alice has moved 0.57% as of now with an exchanging volume of $42,822,634. My neighbor Alice is right now positioned 323 among all cryptographic forms of money with a market capitalization of $70,631,634 USD. Using the general strength file, moving weighted normal, Williams fractal, and moving normal combination disparity from the outline above, we can decide cost designs for my neighbor Alice to conclude whether having a bullish or negative year is going. Our cost expectation figures utilize continuous my neighbor Alice market information, and all information is refreshed live on our site. This permits us to give dynamic cost expectations in light of current market movement. My neighbor Alice value expectation 2023. My neighbor Alice, from certain perspectives, is one of the most astonishing cryptographic forms of money to rise this year. The Alice cost figure for 2023 expects a critical expansion in the year's last part, potentially coming to $2.60. Similarly as with other digital currencies, the ascent will be steady, yet no impressive drops are normal. Averaging $2.42 in cost is very aggressive, yet it is attainable sooner rather than later given expected joint efforts and headway. Alice is supposed to have a base worth of $2.08. My neighbor Alice value expectation 2024. In 2024, my neighbor Alice cost expectation has a lot of space for extension. Because of the expected declarations of various new organizations and drives, we guess that the cost of Alice will before long outperform $4.33. Notwithstanding, we ought to stand by to check whether the Alice's overall strength record emerges from the oversold zone prior to putting down any bullish wagers. Taking into account the market instability, Alice will exchange with a base exchanging cost of $3.46 and a typical exchanging cost of $3.81. My neighbor Alice value expectation 2025. Assuming the vertical pattern go on until 2025, it could reach $6.06 and Alice might benefit. On the off chance that the market encounters a decay, the objective may not be met. Alice is supposed to exchange at a typical cost of $5.54 and a low of $5.19 in 2025. My neighbor Alice value forecast 2026. Assuming that my neighbor Alice effectively helps market opinion among digital currency devotees, the Alice coin cost could stay stable for the following 5 years. As per our projections, Alice will be green in 2026. The Alice is supposed to reach and outperform its untouched high in 2026. In 2026, the virtual money will be valued at $7.79, with a base cost of $6.92 and a typical cost of $7.27. My neighbor Alice value expectation 2027. After some broad determining and specialized examination, we gauge the Alice cost is supposed to cross a normal value level of $9 by 2027, with a base cost of $8.65 anticipated before the year's end. Besides, Alice has a most extreme value worth of $9.52. My neighbor Alice value forecast 2028. Because representing things to come organizations that are supposed to occur by 2028, we are expecting that a bullish pattern will keep carrying the typical cost to around $10.73. In the event that Alice figures out how to break the safe level in 2028, we could see a greatest cost of $11.25. Neglecting to assemble the help Alice needs by 2028 could bring about a low of $10.38. My neighbor Alice value expectation 2029. While Alice is endeavoring towards interoperability between organizations to hurry association, the bullish pattern from the earlier year is supposed to proceed. So the base exchange cost has been put at $12.11 and a yearly cost close above $12.98 in 2029. My neighbor Alice value expectation 2030. By 2030, my neighbor Alice will at long last outperform its past ATH values and record new cost level. The base cost could be $13.84 and possibly arrive at a greatest value worth of $14.71, averaging out at $14.19. My neighbor Alice value forecast 2031. The cryptographic money market is known to be exceptionally unpredictable, which is one of the many justifications for why cost estimating is a troublesome undertaking. Makes an honest effort to figure future price tags with accuracy, but all expectations ought not be taken as monetary counsel, and you should DYOR. In 2031, we are anticipating that digital currency should have acquired reception across numerous areas. Thusly, the most extreme Alice cost in 2031 is projected to be $16.96 in case of a bull run, with a typical value level of $16.27. And, if the current pattern of expanding NFT